Module 1, Section 3, and this time we're going to be concentrating on Objective 3. Objective 3 is to identify and apply subtraction properties of 0. We learned addition properties not too long ago, so now here are the subtraction ones. Okay, looking at those three problems you see down at the bottom, we have 5 minus 5 equals 0, 0 equals 44 minus 44, and that large number minus that same large number is equal to 0. Okay, is that always going to happen where you have two of the same number and you subtract them and you're going to get 0? And of course it is, right? So a number minus itself is 0, no matter what you do. So this may seem like kind of a ridiculously easy thing, but if you didn't recognize that on the problem before, you might end up lining this all up and taking all of the effort to go through and actually subtract and seeing what you get, right? But if you recognize that this is the same as this, your answer is going to be 0, and you don't need to even set it up. So on this page, we can put anything in that example that you want to, as long as it equals 0. So any number minus itself equals 0. On this page, we're supposed to find the missing numbers using the subtraction property of 0. So looking at this first one, so we have 34 minus something equals 0, so we know that something has to be what we started with, right? So a number subtract itself equals 0. That's the subtraction property of 0. So in other words, 34 goes in here. That's a really messy 34. Let me try it again. 34. That's a little better. Okay, for B, we see a number subtract itself, 72 minus 72. And the subtraction property of 0 says that that's going to equal 0, because a number minus itself is always 0. Okay, so yours, I'm going to slide it over and expand it a little bit. So go ahead and fill those out. And here we go. Okay, so something minus 45 equals 0. Since it's equal to 0 and it's a subtract problem, these two things have to be the same. So in other words, it's 45, right? So 45. And 0 is equal to 58 minus something. Since it's minus or subtract, and it's equal to 0, that subtraction property of 0 says it has to be the same number. So 58. And this last one, some number minus itself, in this case 12 minus 12, is going to equal 0. And that was pretty easy, wasn't it? So that's the end of this objective. We'll see you for the next one.